Hello there and welcome to another video from Change Tips and Tools. And yes, it's me, Phil the Brummie, that hails from Birmingham, England. And this is part one of our second Power BI training series, where I will show you how you can import an existing Excel data model into Power BI. So, without further ado, let's do this. So, to recap, we've created this budget versus actuals dashboard in Excel using Power Query and Power Pivot together to create this dynamic dashboard here within Excel, like so. So that works fine. We also then, once we did that, we then did another training series where we created this resource capacity planning template, again with a dynamic dashboard, like so. Now, once we've done that, and both of those training series, again using Power Pivot and Power Query together to create those dynamic dashboards in Excel, both those training series playlists can be found in the description, so check it out in the description. Then we move to trying to replicate the financial piece, the budget versus actuals, in Power BI, and that's when we created this Power BI dashboard together, and with the ability to drill into project level information and so on. So that's what we created in Power BI. Now, what we are trying to create this time is we want that budget information and the resource information in the same Power BI dashboard. However, the finance is easy because the finance is based on us getting the actuals, taking a snapshot of the budget and then taking the monthly actuals and those updates and refreshing them within our Power BI dashboard. That's fine. However, the resource capacity planning is based on a resource manager managing the capacity and demand of their resource pool, which means we want to be able to continue to manage it within, for want of a better word, the application that they're using, but we then want to pull that information into a dashboard for our stakeholders along with our finance information. So how do we do that? Well, it's easy. Watch. So let's close down this Excel file. So I have my Power BI desktop application open here, and I've already saved, and I've opened up a blank report, a new blank report, and I've saved it as financials with resourcing portfolio report. So the first thing that we're going to learn how to do is how to reuse a data model that we created in Excel, which happens to be our resource capacity planning. And the way that you do that is I go to File, I select Import, and I select this Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View option here, and I select that. I'm then going to navigate to where my my capacity resource capacity planning file is. Now it defaults to Excel files here. Now the model that we created in that resource capacity planning training series in Excel was saved as a macro enabled. So to be able to see that, I would have to do all files, and there's that file with the visuals. Now, for the purpose of this training exercise, I've created a slimmed down version, so it doesn't have all the visuals, it just has the ability to enter all the data, which is this resource capacity planning data model. So it's the same as this, but without all the bells and whistles and the macros. So and this can be found in the resources for this training series. As always, you can follow the link in the description. So I'm going to select resource capacity planning data model here. and click open. It'll ask me this question, import Excel workbook contents. I'm going to select start. Now I don't want to copy the data because remember I want the resource manager to make their updates, and then I want those updates when I refresh it through the Power BI desktop application, those refreshes to be available to my stakeholders. So I'm going to select keep connection. And there you go. It's now created all those tables and those relationships based on that data model that we did with Power Query, Power Pivot, and that data modeling that we did. So I'm going to select close there, and then I'm just going to hit save. So remember, the Power BI desktop application does not auto save. You can see now all the tables here on the right hand side. So it's created all those tables. I've got all those measures and those calculated columns also in there. And if I then go to the modeler, the model view, you can see, if I just shrink that properties down, you can see all our tables here, and it's remembered all the relationships that we created through that resource capacity planning data model that we did. So what I want to do now is I'm going to, because this is all the tables, and I'm going to create another new layout here. So I'm going to do the plus sign, and I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to call it resources, just so I can keep it clean when I bring the actuals versus budget information in as well. So there's my resources. So if I just take a look at this, so I've got demand, portfolio, expert, and then calendar, and then bank holidays there. So let's bring those over. So let's do demand, portfolio, expert there. I've then got calendar. Let's drag calendar in. We've got bank holidays, like so. We've then got capacity adjustment and capacity. So we've got capacity adjustment, and we've got capacity. And if I go to here, and then finally, if I scroll down, we've got the resources, the table resources. So take that one and drop it there below. So let me just move these. There we go. That looks fine. So let's just count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the resources 7. And there you go. So that's where I'm going to end this video. So we've now brought in and reused that data model without having to go through all those steps that we went through that resource capacity planning training series. So that's a fantastic thing to remember about how to reuse a data model that you've created in Excel, and that's how you go about doing that. In the next video, we will bring in the actuals, versus budget data, and we'll rebuild that, and we will then combine that with this data model here so it all works together. So that's in the next video. Now, I hope you found this useful. If so, as always, please click that like button, subscribe, and smash that notifications button for future content. As always, I wish you a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Please take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video from Change Tips and Tools. Bye bye now.